Suddenly, Tyler felt zapped, deciding to ponder all night and finally figuring out the strategy first, win everyone's minds, then win the game. Of course, first he had to tackle the players' mental issues, revealing the team's true dream. His wife gazed at his papers filled with sketches, contemplating. This surely signifies that tomorrow's meeting with all the players will be a blockbuster event. What's your goal here? Tyler inquired, and the players seemed to be lost in contemplation about the meaning of life. If your biggest goal is to win, you're totally missing the point. Even the championship trophy will gather dust one day. So winning is just a mini goal in life. What really counts is having faith and pushing our limits. Facing a bunch of bewildered players, Tyler decided to take them to the training field for a lesson on death crawls. At first, the players were pumped, but they barely crawled 10 meters before slumping down and goofing around. One player said, "We're practically bottom team. There's no way we could win, so what's the point of busting out?" But Tyler didn't argue. Instead, he called on Captain AJ, saying, "From now on, give it your all, let's create a miracle." Tyler blindfolds AJ, has him crawl with the scrawny buddy on his back. Welcome to the death crawl. Most importantly, no knees on the ground. AJ limit was 30 meters, but Tyler made him crawl 50, so intense. The other players were rolling with laughter, hardly believing it, but Tyler ignored them and kept guiding AJ forward. Soon after, AJ asked, "Coach, am I at 20 meters yet?" The coach replied, "Don't worry about the distance, just keep pushing." AJ was exhausted, but Tyler encouraged him. Suddenly, goofing players were shocked they'd reached 50 meters. "Come on, don't stop. You're all almost breathless." Finally, AJ collapsed, gasping, "Did I make it to 50? You just carried a 120-pound guy for 100 meters. Tyler finally revealed, shocking everyone. AJ was stunned. Am I really Superman? It was at that moment he fully realized just how powerful he truly was. Hearing that, AJ was bewildered, thinking only astonishment remains. As for the buddy on his back, he was already at the boundary, finishing 100 meters. Tyler asked AJ, "Can I trust you to lead the team to victory now?" AJ nodded firmly, when a teammate suddenly interrupted, "What's this? I carried 160 pounds. Tyler was flabbergasted, thinking, what an amazing display of strength. Every player was left in awe, even the assistant coach, who was contemplating betrayal, couldn't help but admire Tyler. From that day forward, the team felt like they were shot with adrenaline, each player giving their all. Belief ignited their souls. After effort, this fragile team transformed, claiming a stunning victory with fearless belief. Hard work paid off with confidence, and their training became serious. Even their studying stepped up. Captain AJ, who often scored in the 50s, aced this exam, and his teammates also surprised the teachers. Stepping out of the shadow of failure, they transformed completely. David, who used to be a clueless player, could now strike perfect free kick. Mike's dad constantly pressured him and wanted to fire the coach. Tyler suggested respecting his father. Mike was skeptical. Tyler said, "No one loves you more than your dad." With the coach's gentle guidance, he slowly recognized his mistakes. One day, while his dad was busy in a meeting, Mike suddenly appeared at the door. His dad thought he was coming to stir up trouble again, but unexpectedly, Mike stammered out a few words, and the news quickly spread, after which he immediately turned to leave. Touched by his son's change, the father was speechless, looking out the window and realizing everything stemmed from Tyler's influence. A nearby business partner looked on with envy, saying, "Only a father can truly understand this feeling right now." One day, as Tyler was getting ready to leave work, he suddenly realized his car was missing, bewildered. Who'd steal this hunk of junk? His friend pointed to a shiny new Ford Raptor nearby, which had a note on it. The note read that this car was a gift from the school to Tyler. His friend opened the door and couldn't believe his eyes. His name was on the registration. Tyler was stunned, nearly dropping his bag, while Mike and his father observed with smug satisfaction their sponsorship had funded. With tears of gratitude welling up, Tyler was deeply moved, rallying his team as they charged into victory after victory. Eventually, they managed to reach the semifinals, which was undoubtedly a first in a decade. The school, unprecedentedly, granted Tyler a raise. Truly a delightful piece of good news. Of course, things can't always go smoothly. On semifinal day, they faced the formidable Panthers. That team hadn't lost a single game all season. Their offense, defense, and overall skill level were off the charts. When the final whistle blew, the score was 28-0, and the Eagles were thoroughly crushed. This meant the end of their season, and the players were all downcast, wishing they could disappear into a hole. In the past, Tyler would have yelled at them, but now he understood these kids had given their all. He comforted them, saying, "This year's performance broke school records. It's already a miracle. We have no regrets. Positive lives never go unrewarded. Days later, good news came. The Panthers were punished for violations. This meant the Eagles still had a shot at the championship, and the team instantly felt a rush, but quickly fell into despair. Their final opponent was the Giant team that had held the championship for 3 long years. They were not only double the number, but their strength was